There we go. Let's double check that we're seeing what I'm seeing. Good. Just wanted to double check that everything's working the way it's supposed to be. So, what is up, guys? My name is Paradox224, or 2244 on stream, or Twitch, whatever. Words are hard. Anywho, I've got one more test stream that I want to run. I'm trying to get the optimizer settings to work on Streamlabs, because if they can, then we can get at least some semi-decent streaming without killing my CPU in the process. So far, we're sitting at a solid mid-low 60s, and we are holding pretty strong there. We've been streaming for what, at least a couple minutes, and I haven't gotten any notification of a dropped frame, and we don't seem to be getting any higher than about 65, which will work for right now. So they released, if I'm not mistaken, let me jump out, so it's going to do that really quick. If I'm not mistaken, they released the... I'm going to move this over here too really quick. I don't want you reading it. Okay, yeah, so they released the Cosmic Update. But that has already... So that's already gone in, so it's auto-opted me out of a beta. Which is interesting. But we are going to, for now... I kind of created this particular game off camera and then brought it on the stream while I was doing my testing. Oh! Hi, Kay. How is it going? I thought I would do a test stream really quick, so I'm just testing out changing up the optimizer settings with the Elgato. So, how is it going? I'm gonna type really quick. I have to swap between a bunch of different things in order to get it to work, but it does work. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna jump into new game at least. Start getting all that stuff set up. Oh, since you're here and you're actually sitting in the chat for a second, tell me how the video quality looks. It should be saying 1080 by 60. I don't know if it's actually gonna give that, because I know it's been sitting at like 30 FPS, but I haven't gotten any dropped frames on my end, so I don't know how it looks, because I can't load it up on either one of the computers without dropping frames, and I can't load it on my phone without the infinite echo of horribleness going through my microphone into the stream. The Summer Wars looked cool last night, so I'm really excited to see what they look like. I'm testing out. I don't have any pictures of it because it keeps. Aw, thank you for the follow. I was gonna say the Summer Wars looked really cool last night. I haven't gotten any pictures of the model, of the 3D model, because I keep trying to do test prints to get it working, but it keeps failing somehow, so I have to find different ways of cutting it up in order to get it. But I just got the color changing plastic in. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell you about that yet. Oops. But I got more plastic in, so I'm gonna be able to test it out, and I'm happy that it looks good. Thank you for telling me that. As I said, checking on my phone is a pain in the butt. So, if you're still in there, I might as well ask, are you going to be streaming tonight? You mentioned that. I think you might have mentioned it last night, but I don't remember. Anyway, while I'm doing this, I might as well start looking through other stuff. Thanks for researching. Quick learner, too. Yeah, I might keep you. It shouldn't be. Chat might be acting a little bit weird. I was to say, the way that I had it set, chat was supposed to be... Yeah, chat might disappear before it happens, that's why. As you say, the way that I had that set up was that the maybe some chores before. Okay. Yeah, the way I had it set up, the chat box is supposed to be sitting on top of it, but I don't have a border for it, so I think chat disappears before I can fix it. Yeah, well, it's just testing it out and figuring everything out. I haven't had time to play around with all the different things. I wanted to get the streaming part of it down first and get my computer sorted, because last time I streamed, I kept having dropped frames because I kept hitting the CPU max, but it seems to be good for the most part. As long as I don't keep the preview up, it doesn't seem to be giving me too much problem. Oops, sorry. I forgot I had Nightbot set for that. Give me a second. As I said, I left most of the defaults for Nightbot, so Nightbot might be a little bit more testy than normal. Oop, let me jump this out of here really quick. I guess I should switch it to... Yeah, let me switch it to this really quick before I forget. Wink. I haven't had a chance to fiddle around with it a lot, and I didn't want to mess with any settings before I can playtest it. So let me see if I can switch off Nightbot's warning of blocking all of the things. Let me see. Okay, so I did update Nightbot, so it's oh no! Crap. Wow. Nightbot really did. Let me just kick Nightbot out for a sec. Nightbot is just being a little bit too stingy right now. No, not in there. Jeez. Nightbot just doesn't... just wanted to... Come on, chat. Yeah, we're starting to hit the limit of what my computer can handle again with trying to fix all this. There's only one way I can think of to fix it, so let me try doing this and seeing if that fixes it for now. What? How in the world did that happen? Hey, Nightbot really went overboard. This is going to take me a second to fix. Okay, give me a second. Okay, there. That might have fixed it. Good. And I kicked Nightbot, so Nightbot should be not giving me as much trouble. And I should also be able to do this. Cool. So hopefully it doesn't give you any more crap. I don't know why Nightbot had it out for you, but I should have fixed it, I believe. Good. Well, if you're still in the chat, then I will apologize because I do not know why Nightbot is so testy. I definitely need to go through the settings and fix all of that, but I will probably do it later because I want to make sure that I get this at least somewhat fixed. Whoa! Although I'm dropping frames like crazy, I might want to double check that. Yeah, I'm still dropping frames. That might bring it back down again, though. Let's see. Yep, okay. CPU is starting to cool off a little bit now. Cool! So I just can't be all over the place on this one. I might have to jump into it on my end then. That might fix it. Okay, give me 1 second.
Point, so the Dragons seem to get a lot of value out.
Oh, am I still on? I could be. Let me bring that. Alright. I didn't know if it completely kicked you or not, so I was just gonna fix it, but I also don't have Twitch open. I only have Streamlabs, and Streamlabs only gives me chat options, because if I don't, then it starts acting all crazy. But let me jump back to this. Oop. Yeah, see, if I do too much on this computer... There we go. Like I said, I kicked Nightbot out for right now while I try and fix some of the settings so it doesn't immediately time people out for an incredibly long time. So let me jump to this again so I can at least get this started going. It's going to well, Kay, I thank you as always for not getting super mad at when stuff goes wrong. I'll work on fixing Nightbot so it doesn't immediately time people out for an incredibly long period of time, because that was a little intense. But Nightbot should be out, so if you want to post that link again, it should be fine. To say, if Nightbot somehow gets you now, I will be incredibly surprised, because Nightbot should be out for the time being. So while I wait for that, I'm gonna start shifting through some of these because I have been sitting on it, but I haven't been doing anything. Let's see. There we go. What I should do while I have this up is I should actually go like this. can't do it from there. And I can jump it on this computer, but we might hit some more choppy frames, just to warn you. Let's see. Come on. Yeah, it's a little fuzzy, but it's not too bad for the time being. Eventually, I need to get a slightly better computer than the streaming computer I have now, but it works for the most part. And thank you for coming out and hanging out with me in chat, even for a little bit. It does mean a lot to me, because I haven't had anyone to test all of the chat stuff besides myself, so I keep having to set up these weird little streams where I just keep playing music and checking on the video and delay and the audio and everything, and making sure the FPS works, or the FPS is decent. So I do appreciate you sitting in chat and helping me out for a bit while you're there. Alright, so what did I want to look into? So this one's got research. This one, let's see. I need one person that's got at least some... You at least like farming, and you like digging. You might be useful later. Well, if you get time to stream later, you know I'll show up. I always do, because it gives me somewhere to be and somewhere to sit around and have fun with a bunch of people playing Jackbox games, which I actually do have as well. I haven't tried playing that on here because I kind of need a little bit more of a party to go going before I try something like that, but I do have it, so I can always play that too. But right now I've actually been playing a lot of games that I haven't tried before. So I've been playing Oxygen Not Included because they just did a whole bunch of updates to it, but I've also been playing Bioshock. I've been starting to try Bioshock, and Bioshock for me is kind of like Amnesia for you. I just keep sitting in places and not wanting to do anything because I'm so scared about things popping out of corners. Let's see. Mix building. Reaching is good. Cooking is good. Cooking isn't bad. Although loud sleeper is kind of a problem. Narcoleptic. Not really anything good though. Do a little bit of farming here, and you do like ranching. That might be helpful. Let's see. Let us see. You like ranching and you like building, and your strength is pretty good. I need someone that's got... Ooh! You've got really high farming. And somewhat decent ranching. That's not bad. That is definitely not bad. Am I? I'm not seeing anything on my end. I was gonna say, I haven't seen any dropped frames for about 7 minutes was the last one that it gave me. My settings might be a little bit high on that though. Although now that I mess with it, it's gonna bring the it back up again. Notifications. I mean, if I drop more than 10% or skip more than 15, it'll let me know. So it should be good. As to say, it's not telling me of any recent drops in frames. Keep an eye on it. Let me know if something else is going on. I might cut this a little bit early just to figure out something different. But if not, it It looks like it's good on my end. Anyway, I keep jumping. I want to get this picked out really quick. Let's see. So, he likes research, but his farming is actually really high. Let's see if I've got someone better that's got creative. A little bit higher than 1 creative. Nope. Okay, 1 creative it is. Squeamish works. 2 people have gastrophobia, which means, unfortunately, you're going to be doing the cooking too, but that should be fine. The yucky space junk. Yep, keeping it. Yucky space junk. We are now the proud owners of yucky space junk. Let's see. Okay. Lots of stuff. Lots of water really close by, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Yep. So let's get at least to their dugout. And over here as well. Let me get the chance. Am I still lagging a bit, or has it gotten any better? I was gonna say, like I said, I haven't seen any more dropped frames on my end, so it should be good. But I don't know. My settings could still be a little bit high. Oh, not gonna be able to dig that high. Let's see. This 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. Cool. Get that too. First things first, I'm gonna need to figure out where your bathroom is gonna go in a hurry. So you guys are gonna start making a mess if I don't. So, so Kay, what have you been up to today? I haven't actually talked to you much since the other night, so I know you said you had chores, although my stream's kind of jumped. My chat's kind of reset a couple times, so I am missing some stuff now, but I know you said you had chores to do today. But if you do get to stream, I'd love to, as usual, would love to come out and watch. It's always one of my favorite things to do. It always brightens up my evening. But I thought I would ask while I have the opportunity. Well, now that I think about it, I'm kind of rambling, so I don't know. This is the first time that I've actually had someone consistently sitting in chat, so I'm also slightly a little nervous and not entirely sure what to do. Okay. Oh, shoot. There are bathrooms. I need to figure that out in a hurry. So you're going to be making a mess if I don't. So that. Medicine, wash basins. Oh, they're going to need water, though. And outhouses. What the? No, that's right. That's right. Let's see that, and let's get one of these guys. We went to bed at 2 a.m. last night. Yeah, we did play late last night, so. Wow, I was gonna say we were. I think you were so interested in some of the Jackbox games because they were a lot of fun. But I know the stream ended last night a bit later than it normally does, so I was worried about that. But and I've got to agree, I love sleeping in. One of the things I don't like being part-time because I never it's the same thing. It happens anytime you're part-time. You always like having more money, but being able to sleep in is one of my favorite things. I have this schedule right now where I keep going to work every other day, and sleeping in is probably yeah. But what was it? Sleeping in and waking up being able to sleep in every other day is a lot of fun. That not having to be at work as much is just some of the best. It just gives me more time to work on schoolwork and everything else. Remember the fan? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out chat because Streamlabs is a little weird when it comes to chat, and so I also have it pulled up on my monitor, and I should probably keep that up so that way I can just mess with anything over here on this end. It is gonna bring the game down, but then you get to look at my awesome, crazy backgrounds as they cycle through, which I probably should fix before it makes a mess like I know it's going to. And yeah, I can understand that. That's one of the reasons that I like Oxygen Not Included is because you just hit spacebar and everything pauses right in place. It makes doing this a lot easier. But I do have to get used to reading chat every now and again. So, I guess while I have a chance, have you figured out what you're going to be streaming tonight? Are we going to be doing more Perlebead art, or are we going to be doing maybe a new game? I know you were saying that you might go back to Amnesia for a bit. So, I was just wondering. Yes! I'm using... Oop! Hold on. I have to give them more things to do. If I don't give them things to do, they just sit around and get upset that they don't have enough work to do. But yes, I am using Streamlabs. I was originally going to try using OBS, but OBS is a little bit harder to integrate, and when I was originally trying to use my Roxio, it was not happy. It kept... OBS kept, like, trying to use the Roxio, and then the Roxio would crash, and then it kept restarting until the Roxio just gave up and said no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, there. So I started using OBS because OBS was playing nice with the Roxio capture card, but now I've switched to the Elgato, so it doesn't really matter which one I use. But I'm still using Streamlabs just because I have some of the stuff built in right now. Plus, it's nice because I can use a lot of their default like notifications and stuff like that, which makes followers and everything else easier. And you probably heard it. You can add chat to the left or right of your stream with OBS so you can see your overlay and it's true. Yeah, I've got it's got that in the live section is where I'm currently sitting in, but it's a little. It's hard because the monitor that I'm looking at for Streamlabs is on the other computer right over here to my right, but it's actually on a different computer, which I'm not completely used to yet. But at least there's some notifications, like when you followed. I actually cheated and have the output of one computer going into my mic input on this computer, the computer that I'm playing on. And so I can actually hear the notifications through there, even if I'm not actually on that computer at the time. Which makes some of this a little bit easier. But yeah, chat... Sorry. I have chat loaded up on Streamlabs, but I also have it over here to my side so I can take a look at it. And if I have to do anything in a hurry, or if Nightbot decides to destroy somebody again, I can fix it. And yeah, I was leaving it in editor at the time because I was actually starting an editor. The problem is that with this computer that I'm using to stream on, it doesn't have an integrated. It doesn't have a graphics card. It doesn't have an external graphics card. It has an integrated one, so it's using the Intel CPU to both run the computer and run graphics. And so if it's trying to handle processing a 1080p image and also showing it to me, it starts messing with it. So I can sit in live and it'll give me the ability to play with chat, but it doesn't have. I can switch the preview off, which saves the CPU a little bit extra work, so that way it doesn't drop frames. I hope that explained it. My mind is running at a million thoughts a second, so I'm a little scatterbrained right now. So, because I gotta figure out where all of this stuff is gonna go. Sorry, these guys, the little hatches didn't have those animations before, so it's always funny to watch those animations. I want you guys to be able to breathe, but if we're too low, you're not going to be able to. If I put it over here, that water's going to get you. Could do a giant water tank, and that could solve it, but I don't want to mess with that just yet. What we need to do... Ooh, we should be able to build over here. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Usually stream my user tone. I turn the web. Oh, give me a second, I can jump into it. Let me jump in on this computer, because I don't know if what my backgrounds are currently. Oh, I guess I can check this way really quick. Give me a second. Let me jump to here. Okay, cool. Whoa! You sent me a link that doesn't exist. Yeah, the live screen, I just like it just because I can switch the preview off from there. That's the only reason that I'm using it, is because it's easier to... You don't have to. I was just using it because I can switch the preview off, because what's happening is I'm currently in editor right now to bring the Be Right Back sign back up, and the problem is I'm now sitting... Well, it's a still image, but I'm still sitting at 80 frames, and I'm probably going to hit... I'm probably going to start dropping frames in a second. But there, let me jump that back over and jump back over to live. Yep, there we go. Told you. Started dropping frames. That's the reason that I can't sit there, is because if I do, the generating the image takes up a lot of processing power. So in order to fix that, I have to sit in preview. I have to sit in live, because I can still see preview, but it's not as CPU intensive. It just makes it a little bit easier. No, the first link brings you to a bunch of mounted heads that watch the mouse cursor as it moves around, which is, albeit very interesting. Not exactly what you're going for, but very interesting nonetheless. But yeah, no. The second one, the sitting in live just made it easier for me to stream, and I could still adjust everything the same way as I did before. It just isn't as CPU intensive. And eventually we have to get them beds. Beds are a priority. But I'm worried about where the beds are going to end up. And we need food. Food is also an important priority. Which we're getting to at some point, probably. Maybe. I don't know. Eventually we get to the part where they have food. Which I do need to worry about. Ah, gotcha. Yeah. I was guessing that's what it was. But, yeah, no. If you deleted this... like I said, I had very interesting animal heads following my mouse cursor to look at, so it is... But, no, I get you. It's totally fine. Clear out this section, so we're probably going to make over here the bedroom. Because that way we're pretty high up, so I don't have to worry about them suffocating. It could be why. Like I said, it depends on a... This computer that I'm running, that I'm streaming from, is a super... It's a very, like, bare bones business PC that someone sold on eBay for, like, 150 bucks. So it's not the strongest. It barely matches Twitch's recommended minimum specs. And so that was the reason that I chose it. Because it was a cheap PC that I could get my hands on that was stronger than the PC that I had and could handle streaming. But yeah, no, I was just messing with the settings, like I said in that BioShock stream, because I kept dropping frames every couple of minutes. But I realized when I jumped to sitting in live rather than sitting in editor, it pulled being able to switch that preview took a lot of the load off my CPU, which allows it to stream a little bit better. But I also am testing out the optimizing settings, because I didn't use the optimizer settings on the first try. Ooh, you unconstructive, so you won't build anything, but you're pretty creative and you'll dig, so that will work for me. Oh no, that oxalate is gone. Let's set this as priority 7. Get that rebuilt. Okay. Some beds. All the beds. I was gonna say, how does that, what made you get that heart rate monitor in the first place? I never actually asked on that one. Because when I came in, you already had it. So, and it's very interesting. I just thought it was a... But I haven't had a chance because we're always busy doing stuff in your... We're always busy doing stuff in your streams, so I don't know. I never got to ask the origin of it. Let's get this, and let's start working on power. So, home stations. I know we're going to get a supercomputer later. So that sits at 3. So this will go here. Algae oxidizer, because you always need one at some point. A generator. And a couple batteries. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. If anyone's wondering why I'm doing that, it's the wiring, sorry. This wire has negative decor. They base everything off of decor values. All of these shine bugs have positive decor, but everything else gets negative decor. And so, like the space up here, eventually once I get artwork, I can put artwork in here, and that boosts the decor up, and this helps them not feel stressed. But until then, I just have to minimize my negative decor as much as possible by hiding wires in tile. I also need to figure out who is doing my research. You are the smartest, so we're gonna do that. Get everyone away from doing research. Actually, ooh, no. Ren has pretty good research. Why did we pick Bubbles? Oh, no, because Bubbles was gonna... Yeah. I was seeing the streamer around the same time I started a war heart monitor because she and I were doing specific games. I get it. That makes sense. I was just wondering if there's some specific reason for it, but that's definitely... True, but for the scary games like Amnesia, you don't get nearly as scared as with like as you do when you get excited when playing Celeste. I just thought it was just kind of funny. But no, I just was wondering what that was. I never actually got a chance to ask you. So that's cool. I don't think I could ever do a heart rate monitor. Eventually I might get to the point where I do a webcam once I have a... I've got to tell you too, Florida, we do not use the phrase tilted as much as I've heard you use it. First time I heard it, I was actually not sure at all what you were talking about. I was like, oh, got it. It is not as common in Florida as it is not in Florida. Okay, so they're all sitting around waiting for things to do. So let's figure out the rest of this stuff. On the plus side, there's a swamp biome down here, which is going to be a nasty, germy problem. But up here is actually really nice. So we can build up here. Although, if I remember correctly, yeah, that's nice and toasty. So it looks like we're going to go down first. That's true. Yeah, your heart rate did jump up quite a bit. But, I mean, for the most part, like, at least from what I've been watching, when you play, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you play Amnesia, it doesn't go... Yeah, see, I'm not a... Contrary to popular belief, I'm not the biggest gamer in the world. So, don't get me wrong, I could very much be missing a large part of it. Because I also haven't been on Twitch very long, so... As full of references as I am, connectivity to the rest of the outside world is not the highest priority of mine. So it definitely could be one of the millions of things that has flown over my head in an extended period of time. But I was just saying, the first time I heard it, I was a little confused. But no, what I was saying before, your heart rate does go up when you play Amnesia, but normally it sits at like the mid upper 90s. Sometimes if you get jumped, it goes up to the 110s. But like when you're playing Celeste, it just sits at like mid 90s to sometimes into the low hundreds, which is with an occasional jump up past that. But, I was just looking at some of the clips from when you were playing Meat Boy. I wondered what your heart rate would have been at those points, because just some of the clips that I've seen, you look so frustrated for like the first little bit, and then you finally pass after like 100 attempts at least. So it was just very interesting. Cool, so we got the supercomputer. Really got up to 147 though. Jeez. The only time my heart rate's ever gotten up to 147 is when I'm at the gym. I've never gotten my heart rate that high. Well, that's not true. I work I work at Home Depot. I move tile every other day, so it's a little bit more common now for my heart rate to sit there, but for the most part, I've never gotten that high without being, like, exercising in some way. I gotta be honest, I've never actually played Super Meat Boy. I've seen it. I've seen a few people play it. Well, at least bits and pieces of it. I've never watched a full episode of someone play it. I might eventually try playing that game. At least maybe not on stream, but at least in my own time. So we're gonna at least get to the fridges, because farm tiles would definitely be useful right about now. Oh, we don't have any scientists. Of course we don't have any scientists, because I haven't set anybody up yet. So put these guys here, and we'll get... job board. Stations. Job board. Oh, everything's being set as a priority 7. Stop. Stop. Stop it. Stop. No. They're all 5s. Actually, this is a 6, and everything gets put in there for right now. Oop. Wait. Oop. Where? How? Why? It's the problem with duplicates. Duplicates are the smartest beings in the world sometimes, but can also be some of the dumbest. Okay, this is now priority 9 too. I am going to make sure to set this to code red. You need to get him out of there. Right, you had mentioned that you were talking about. Why are you not getting him? That is a deconstruct level 9. Why are you not... Cancel everything in here. Don't do that. Why do I have not... It's... Oh, great. Okay, I am going to move you to here. Go get him. Ah, that's not good. Well, I did want to, if you do play Keep Talking Nobody Explodes, I will be there, because I definitely want to see how high your heart rate gets, because I know you're going to jump, but you have to make sure you're wearing your headphones, because I want you to be fully engrossed in that bomb exploding. But, have fun going to get groceries. I'll talk to you later. Sorry, I got distracted because these two are now gone, which I have got to figure out how I'm going to fix that with only 2 duplicates. This is going to be a fun game. But I will see you later, Kay. And enjoy your new mod status, since I don't think I'm going to change it. I'm just going to leave you there, because it's my apology for Nightbot kicking you out in such a hurry. So let's have a nice spot that's not there to put them. How does that sound? I'm going to put these 2 right here. Okay, so what else have we got? What else have we got? Give me a second, I'm going to jump into this really quick. It's probably me, isn't it? Oh no, it's not just me. Bye, Kay. I'll see you later. Yeah, I've got to, like I said, I'll fix Nightbot so it doesn't immediately do crazy stuff like that later. That's what I get for leaving default Nightbot values. It's a lot stricter than I thought he was going to be. Oh, did they finish the research and then went to bed? No! They're just under finishing the research. Alright, but that gets us... Oh, while I'm waiting. Oops, sorry. Let me see. Let me jump back out of this really quick. Okay. Let's see. We still need to get those done. These almost done. These set to 5s? No, these are set to 9s. But for her, research is the highest priority, and I don't think he can do it. Can he? He has no researchers assigned. No researchers assigned. Oh yeah, I can't. There's no, just I can't. My only person is currently only focused on either building or. Let me bring your research down to a normal priority level for right now, because we've got to do other stuff besides this. Building lacks resources. The supercomputer is burning through water, not doing anything. Here, let me also get this as a 9, so that way she can start working on that. Picked 1,000 grams of Devon. Well, I mean, at least everyone only weighs 1,000 grams. That's not bad. What are we at time-wise? Ooh, we're almost at an hour, too. I might end it in a little bit. I don't know. So first, let's jump into the job board really quick. So Bubbles is our research assistant, because I know how much she loves that. And you, which one were you? You... Great. We kept the research assistant and the art student. Wonderful. We didn't keep the farmer. And we dropped Otto. Okay, we picked Otto back up. Good. Okay, at least everyone should stop mourning now, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, still mourning. Yeah. Ah well. It'll work for now. So, let's see. Oh! I have a dropped frame notification. I wonder what that's about. Let's see. Dropped a frame 20 minutes ago. Oh, thank you. Happy to know that was a high priority message. Okay, let's see what we got. I need somebody that can cook in a hurry. Or someone that has ranching. You like farming. You're bottomless stomach. So you eat slightly more. But, yeah, we'll do that for now. Okay, so let's clear out the rest of this really quick. So we're gonna set storage on this for everything except the stuff that's gonna make us a mess. That's gonna make a mess. That sounds like a good idea, I think. Wait a second. Oh no! I keep thinking that. Every time I see this character, I always think it's Nails, and it's not Nails. There, can get that started. Jobs. You were gonna be my farmer, I think. I think you were gonna be, yeah, because you liked farming. That's why I was gonna make you farmer. Because that way, at least she'll move up in that job in a hurry. Yeah, you get to wear a hat. That's the one thing that I love about. I'm gonna say it every time. Watching. What is it? Them having hats is probably my favorite. My favorite thing, because in the first couple iterations of this game, in order to have hats, you had to find a suit, or you had to make a suit or a sweater or something, some type of clothing. And now they just have hats. So you just wear hats all the time. And it's like the best thing ever. They look so cute with the little hats, and like cryptic foxes, they store them under their beds. It's definitely the cutest little thing in the world. We have so many shine bugs. Why do we have so many shine bugs? This is crazy. But, what do we got? We got the algae terrariums, we got planter boxes, and we got a composter, which we're definitely going to want. So, let's just dig a spot out here for now. That's not too high priority, is it? No, it's still set to 5. Okay, good. Refinement, put a composter in. We'll make this a 5. Ah, we can't dig there because we don't have a miner. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. No researchers assigned. Yes, there are. Assign duplicate to research job. We have... Bubbles is a research assistant. What? Weird. Alright, well, whatever. This is at 5. We can do this. Good. Farm tiles. Sweet. Okay. So, I'm a little worried about that, but we've got a bunch of room down here. I mean, quite a bit of room. So we could probably build my normal double-decker farm idea, but probably not in the same orientation that I normally like to go with. Because this water here poses a problem. It's just in a bad spot when it comes to setting this all up. We can work around it. See, I like making everything in these little 12 grid long spots and then having 3 grid spot openings for ladders and stuff. I guess we don't have to make full-sized ones. We could always make a bunch of partials. It just takes up a lot more room and you don't get as much material out of it. But it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, we'll set this up for now. Why not? Hey, a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 11. They're only 11. No. Where did I go wrong? Let's take all this out. And now add the doors. Basically, I'm just adding these in little spots of 4 so a farming station, a fertilizer can go in here. Because the fertilizer transforms the room into a greenhouse, which accelerates plant growth. And you can't get accelerated plant growth if you don't have it. And eventually we'll add like airflow tiles and stuff. We just can't right now because we haven't unlocked them yet. Because research trees are a lot bigger now. But it looks like, for the most part, I've got most of this sorted. I wanted to say both sorted and solved. Great. I might be a little tired. But let's see. It should be good for the most part. Oh, we got furniture. Oh, we got the mess tables. Yeah, we got the mess tables. Don't... Let's just say, please don't block yourself in. I'm not responsible if you decide to entomb yourself again. Okay, so let's jump priorities again since we have the opportunity to again. Art student, art is your major thing, and you are my farmhand, so both farming and, you don't have an option for it, but ranching are going to be your favorite things. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we could do that, but that sand's gonna open that up, and then it's gonna be a problem. Lots of eggshells. And nymphs. Lots of nymphs. There are nymphs everywhere. Okie dokie. So we can't get into there without a miner, so we're still gonna wait for one more person to get in here. We don't have any oxalite anymore. Where's the CO2 building up? Because there should be a pocket of CO2. Yeah, there is. Yeah, we're going to need to open up another layer below that one. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. So right now these are all just a bunch of miscellaneous rooms. It doesn't know what they are. Because... this one, it doesn't even count as... oh! I keep forgetting to send them a message about that. For some reason, there's this bug that keeps giving these some areas unreachable digs. I don't know what causes that. There's no reason for it, but it keeps suggesting random tiles or unreachable digs. Like it sets a dig task here and then never actually does it. It sets a dig task on like an empty spot, or it's like a spot that had like sandstone or sand in it, and then the sand moved, and so it doesn't register that the dirt is already gone or the sand is already gone, and so it keeps saying there's a dig there, and then they never build it because it says there's a dig there still. And we have a bunch of hatches. We definitely need to get a ranch going later. So we have all that stuff. What we might do is I might make a mess hall down here. Because what this will do is the CO2 will keep dropping as I open up more sections down here. Cool. No, we're not gonna touch that. We're gonna go about there. That's about all we're gonna do. Okay, that should do it for the most part. I need regular doors, so I think it's in pressure management, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is, right there. Cool. She's probably going to go back up and touch that and start working on that, but let us see. Let's see, while I'm waiting on that. Interesting. Yeah, well, whatever. Sorry, got a little distracted. So they've got some stuff. Yep, I was gonna say we should have some mealwood seeds if I remember correctly, so we can start planting those. So that starts to deal with our food situation. What are they complaining about? Fertilizer? You just need water, correct? No, they actually need dirt. Okay. But we've got to figure out where all of my other stuff is going to go. Yeah, see, this water being here is a problem. What I might do... I think I might build one anyway. As dumb as they are, I think I might build one anyway. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. One of my horribly patented water water tanks. And they are horrible because they are a massive waste of space, and they are way overprotective, but it's the only way to make sure that the water doesn't break out and destroy everything. Might as well get down here to this bristle blossom as well, because that will be super useful. Cool. Can I have somebody that likes digging? Do we have anyone that really likes digging? You have a mouth breather, which isn't going to happen. Noodle arms are unconstructed, so you would still dig. And you have +3 digging. Oh no, you have noodle arms and unconstructed, not gastrophobia. And then you're a narcoleptic and you're a loud sleeper. Oh, so it's going to be you or nobody, so you it is. So, jobs, we are going to make you my apprentice miner, and that is where you're going to go. Oh, you can't dig, can you? Oh, I picked you and you can't dig, can you? Yes, you can. You can dig. Well... Oh, not architect. Miner. Get to the miner position. That's why. Alright, they'll keep working on all that. But it's been about, I don't know why I clapped. Don't ask me why I clapped. It's been about an hour, so I am going to call it here. I just wanted to double check everything and make sure that everything worked. I thought I would play around with the stream a little bit. I'm happy that Kay got to stop by. If you guys haven't checked her out, check out KaelenaTV. I don't have the ability to link to her channel right now, but she is one of my favorite streamers. She's actually the reason that I'm streaming, and two, that I'm actually on Twitch, because before that I really hadn't played with Twitch, because I've seen videos on like Jason Paradise and Yukog Monkey and Twitch Plays Pokemon, Bob Ross, and all kinds of that kind of stuff. But the problem is just that for me, there are so many people in chat. Everyone's just like clamoring and yelling and screaming, and it's just like you just get swept up in the storm that is chat. And so I just don't feel as connected to the streamer. But Kay is still a relatively small streamer, and I love her to bits. She's one of my favorite streamers to watch, and she's getting in all kinds of cool stuff. And so if you have any time this evening, check back, see if she's on. It's a lot of fun. Play all kinds of different games every day. Every time she's on, sometimes she'll play different games. Sometimes she'll do creative streams where we'll all just sit and talk about the different things we're making. Sometimes we'll play Jackbox games, and those are all fun. I know she just got Jackbox 4, and so she's been playing with that a little bit. And yeah, she was she's one of the reasons that I decided to come to stream on Twitch, because I do miss, back when I used to do YouTube all the time, I really liked making YouTube videos, but editing YouTube videos is so much work. And so I like the more personal vibe that you get from Twitch streams. So I thought I would do that a little bit, to play some of the games that I like, and maybe some of the games that I haven't played yet. Like, I've got a bunch of games sitting in here. I've got, like, all of the Witcher series. I've got a bunch of Ratchet and Clank games. I have most of the Infamous games. I have a bunch of 360 stuff. Like, I haven't played anything past Halo 2. I actually haven't played before, so I might do some blind runs of some games. A lot of... Oh, Bob Ross went live. Bob Ross has been live for a long time at this point. But, I'm going to call it for the night. For those that came out, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you guys liked the stream. I might be back Monday? I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Now that I've got the stream set up, I might come back Monday, but I don't know. I still don't have a completely solid schedule down yet, so we'll figure it out later. But till then, I will see you guys next time.